Well, hey there. Today we are doing another champion review and reaction. Today we're reacting to the lore and ability of the Swift Scout Teemo, everybody's favorite little toxic demon mushroom worshipping yordle. Oh God, don't even get me started. This guy is well known in the community to make you want to rage quit or uninstall. Maybe take a break for a week or so from League. So this is him. This is Teemo hopping over a root, planting his mushrooms. Let's see what his abilities are before we get into his lore. Difficulty moderate, roll, marksman. We'll go over his abilities real quick. Guerrilla warfare. If Teemo stands still and takes no actions for a short duration, he becomes invisible indefinitely. If he's in a brush, Teemo can enter and maintain his invisibility while moving. After leaving invisibility, Teemo gains the element of surprise, increasing his attack speed for a few seconds. So basically, when this guy stands still, he becomes invisible, and you can't see him, just out of existence. And then when he pops up, he gets increased attack speed for a minimal amount of time. So that is his passive. That is always what's happening, always what is active. And we start with this Q, obscures an enemy's vision with a powerful venom, dealing damage to the target unit and blinding it for the duration. So the enemy cannot attack, it cannot basic attack, and getting dealt damage over time. So wanting to hit him when you finally see him. Oh, psych! Can't even see him through the fucking venom cloud. Sorry, I'm getting already mad thinking about this guy. Even when you do spot him, you can't spot him. You're blind. You're darned if you do, darned if you don't. Now move quick. Teemo scampers around, passively increasing his move speed until he is struck by an enemy champion or a turret. Teemo can sprint to gain bonus move speed that isn't stopped by being struck for a short time. So Teemo just basically goes faster. So even when you do, even if you see him, even if you're not blind, you still have to catch this little yordle mushroom drug dealer. I believe he's a drug dealer. Anybody that plants this many mushrooms, you better freaking check his background. All right, so toxic shot. Each of Teemo's attacks will poison the target, dealing damage on impact, and each second after 4 seconds. After for 4 seconds, sorry. So each of Teemo's attacks will poison the target, dealing damage on impact, and each second after for 4 seconds. So he just basically poisons mother. He just basically poisons people. I'm sure this is his wave clear. This is one way he gets his wave clear, how he gets rid of minions. But getting dealt damage over time, and if you're blind, he could just like blind you, toxic you, run away. But this is the real catch. You know what I mean? This is the real kicker. Well, what makes Teemo so irritable? Even if you can't find him, he gets to plant mushrooms. He plants mushrooms. If you run into them, you're poisoned and slowed and damaged over time. So even if you can run up to him, find him. You got to look out for his mushrooms. So his element, his ability is very much a lot on the visibility side, on the slippery side. Teemo throws an explosive, poisonous trap using one of the mushrooms stored in his pack. If an enemy steps on the trap, it will release a poisonous cloud, slowing enemies and damaging them over time. If Teemo throws a mushroom onto another mushroom, it will bounce, gaining additional range. I didn't even know about that one. Oh my gosh, I guess that's why I'm here. Oh, man. So if he throws a mushroom onto another mushroom, he can actually put it faster, or you can put it longer, or further away. I'm sorry, he can put it further away without him having to move. Keep his invisibility intact. So now that we got his abilities down, and you can see why he's so toxic, literally and figuratively, let's go ahead and check out his lore. All right, I'm not too sure about his lore. I believe he does deliver mushrooms, but let's see. Undeterred by even the most dangerous and threatening of obstacles, Teemo scouts the world with boundless enthusiasm and a cheerful spirit. Forget you, Teemo. Sorry, I'm trying so hard not to cuss while I'm reading this. I'm really trying hard not to cuss. A Yordle with an unwavering sense of morality. He takes pride in following the Vandal Scout's code, sometimes with such eagerness that he is unaware of the broader consequences of his actions. So he's narrow-minded. He has tunnel vision. He focuses on the code, and that's all. The code of the Vandal Scouts. I have no idea what the code of the Vandal Scouts is. I'll have to read more on that. Sometimes with such eagerness that he is unaware of the broader consequences of his actions. Though some say the existence of the scouts is questionable, one thing is for certain. Teemo's conviction is not to be trifled with. Yeah, well, let me tell you, his mushrooms aren't to be trifled with. I don't know about his conviction. If his conviction is his mushrooms, then yes, and that's the dude. I want to know exactly where he gets his mushrooms from. Let's check out some Teemo skins. Recon Teemo, that looks actually pretty dope. Badger Teemo, you know. Astronaut Teemo, pretty cool, pretty cool. Cottontail Teemo, very, very festive, available skins. Let me see if I can't find more about his lore. Maybe go check out just the reveal of when he first came out. Let's go ahead and see what the comments have to say. Teemo Champion Spotlight. We've seen what he can do. Yep, this one has fewer dislikes than Seraphine's. Oh, so maybe we'll do a Seraphine review next. Seems like we have a little less toxic champion in Teemo compared to Seraphine, I guess, just according to this one comment. My friend showed me Teemo. I thought he was adorable and liked him immediately. Then when he said he was the nuisance of the game, I fell in love. So I guess it just depends on the type of player you are. But I guess if you're a toxic person, you'll love Teemo's toxic mushrooms. Teemo keeps his eyes closed, therefore is oblivious to the pain he causes. Facts. That's the only way I can imagine he goes to sleep at night, How can he blind Lee Sin when Lee Sin is already blind? Question. These are the questions I'm talking about. These are the questions of life. Let's get Bill Nye the Science Guy. I don't know who else is smart. Nikolai Tesla, if he was alive, this is the question he'd be answering right now. That's actually a very good question. He is mostly just annoying and not really OP. He counters certain champions so hard, like Tryndamere, Master Yi, and the new Shen. Alright. And thus, Satan was born. Well, there you go. If you need a real recap, that's it. That's pretty much the whole consensus of the League community on Teemo. So, well, there you go. It looks like I'm not exactly going to do the champion review.
Teemo should focus on.
This is a very old champion spotlight, so there's nothing really cinematic about it to react to. So the abilities will be more than enough in terms of trying to understand why he's so annoying. Look at that, just his ult alone. But this is Teemo, the Swift Scout, and you have been informed as to why everybody hates him. So next time you're in League, don't be surprised if people just start acting inadvertently hostile to you. All right, this is 4John. Until next time.